inspired me to open these back up. This is called Rescue. Unearthed shadows chase you to a grave. We feel teeming fish beneath the desert, under sand, soil, fossils, or maybe it's the factory downstairs. Fingertips spread to catch rain, only catching rain. So we make an offer to the snakes because my venom is stronger than the copperheads at your heels. Do you feel guilt for the diaspora as we send them to the straits, informally named peninsulas? No, not much. This is inspired by a painting. Looking at you, my love, shining. It swallowed him whole on Monday, stepped into Columbus Avenue from the corner of the night, and almost mistook himself as sand in the reverse privacy window of the pharmacy. Good thing the ocean was there for sale in front of him, just had to make it to Chinatown, where turtles go for next to nothing on the black market. All he needed was to climb a shell and ride back to the morning where he had come from. But his pockets answered like shadows of the sky, and just as empty. Throwing up his hands to see how he landed was becoming something he looked forward to on nights like these. But as he fumbled to place bills on the dirty counter, it was all he could do not to let the thousands of shelves fall to pieces on the market's industrial flooring. It ran unevenly to the pavement and reminded him of where the waves licked the shoreline to reclaim their bones. He kept expecting the floor to move, as if new water was coming in to make the pavement darker. But the only moving line was the trail of shells he forgot to hold tightly. Unable to complete the transaction due to lack of friction, he climbed a turtle without paying and felt like a thief bringing rain into tomorrow. This is also inspired by a painting. It's called A Sack of Blue. Am I blue in the middle of your day? They won't argue your sanity if you wave. Let me be a tenant in your house of mirrors, on the floor of horrors, wondering what you'll hear when the dressers turn. Is that what you wanted me to say? There's some sky stuck to me. It wasn't very nice when I said, I'll cut your scissors in absinthe, and as long as. Tulips spill from dresser drawers to argue in the angry of your day. Let me be a season. I won't make a sound. Have you heard the dressers turn? You would disappear for days at a time. That was funny. I'm your second try, and your blue swell since your dream. Are you some new lover in a share to season? I had hopes to make it to the tiles, but I got stuck in the square you took from the sky. You're always wanting to see how many birds will come. I was your second try. At some point, I started waiting with you, to train my suspicion, to sit like a warning. Watched you count the birds, chest hollowed by pink installations, of your arms and fluorescent QTs. Will you bring us all down with you in the carpets? Will we find you waiting with him when there is nothing to be angry? The radio prepared us for his mugshot with hors d'oeuvres. The headline simplified your warning. Expired tenant, rolling in like empty tulips. The police report said there was some sky stuck to you. Oncology. I don't remember much. your small body in the shape of a hymnal. Out of place on a shelf of disinfectants, paper gowns. You are old enough to end in polyester blankets. I wanted to save you. So I moved to the sharp appointed fingers of hospital gowns, my markers, construction paper, never shaved legs, banners for passing trains and metal cribs. The syringes found you first on the linoleum, like wires pretending to save you. I don't remember much. Ammunition, chocolate syrup from your leftover syringe, penance for hating you, and the sharps receptacle on the wall. Me in passing trains, wanting to save you, tied to the sharp appointed fingers. Those high-speed rails are something else. I was something else. But I really don't remember much. I wanted to save you. Two more. Morse code. Here is your daughter, nuzzled up to Morse code. You melted wax around my limbs, tallied my body with shells and expired calendars. Here is your shadow mother, if you ever really were. There is more of you than knives. I was listening to your spinning wheels and soap operas. I was gathering my limbs from cereal boxes, complimenting more of you than I could eat for dinner. I used to make my bed in cabinets, mother, where you labeled knives and melted wax. Dreaming of your knives, here is your never really. I haven't read that to my mother. This is for my grandmother. I'm getting stuck. I'm just going to take this off. She lives on the Chesapeake Bay. Letter from my Bay Queen. The bay cradles her toes. Her legs swing from the pier. When she needs to feel the current of a thing that is washing and dead and sand. The color beneath her reminds her that nothing ever. Shades change depending on the height of the sun, depending on the tilt of the earth, turning leaves and swimming feathers. Even her toes send pink outlines in glass, and she calls the birds. She had forgotten how it felt to shrill her throat and hear the R buzz on her tongue and on her forehead. Here, birdies, singing them back like remembered habits, because flying things don't forget. No thing will forget her fingers, even the gloves that are falling from her palms. She decides to keep the dancers, to be cradled by the salt and by the bay.